The silver market moves fast, but prices move even faster. Subscribe to Silver Slayer for daily updates.
All right, folks, I have a very important article that I need you to pay attention to. This is everything. I'm going to explain the exact moment that silver broke out of the matrix, and it was a little over a year ago. This article came out June 17th, 2025. Today is June 28th, 2026. So let's put ourselves back to this time period. Silver just broke out of a 45-year cup and handle. Last year when this happened, it was $37. I was making videos. I probably even covered this exact article saying, it's time, it's happening. People, of course, were hesitant, thinking, oh, it's going to go back down to 20s, maybe low 30s, because that's what we're used to. But breaking out of a 45-year cup and handle is something that silver's never done. A 45-year cup and handle is massive. And when it broke out, look what happened shortly after. This was June 17th. Look what happened by January. $37 to $125. This was when silver broke out of the matrix just a year ago. A year ago, silver was sitting at $37. Today, it's sitting at, let's see, I think it's $59. Yeah, it's $59. So it's still much higher than it was last year. But since we got desensitized to this $125 price in January, we're looking at $59 silver as cheap. Where last year, when this article was posted last year, if you would say, okay, silver's 37 right now, but next year it's going to be 59, you would be mind blown. What? Silver hasn't broke past $50 since 1980 with the Hunt brothers. In 2011, it hit like $49. There's no way it's up to 59 next year. Imagine telling you, yeah, it's going to be 59 next year, and you're not even going to be excited. Actually, you're going to be bummed out that it's 59 next year. You'd be like, what? It's 37 right now. How could I get mad that silver is up that much higher in just a year? See how rationalizing with certain prices and desensitization to certain prices and bias can really distort how we perceive the markets, which that is all irrelevant. That is all BS. Right now, silver is a lot higher than it was last year. And that's where we need to pay attention to. Real quick, folks, we are about to get back to the video, but I did have an opportunity that I wanted to share with you.
If you're looking to buy physical gold or silver from a trusted dealer with competitive pricing, email Miles Franklin at info@milesfranklin.com. Make sure you let them know Slayer sent you, because his audience gets access to a special price sheet that they don't advertise publicly.
This is when silver broke out of the matrix. But this article we're going to cover that just came out a few days ago, the 50-year coil has sprung. Why this historic breakout is built to last decades, not months. See, folks, when something big happens, you don't want it to just go straight up. And silver kind of did that, and that's why we saw such a massive correction. It needs to be a gradual approach. Prices need to stabilize. Silver going from $37 in June to $125 all the way in January. That is not a gradual approach. That is prices not stabilizing whatsoever. No price stability. Prices need to go up a little bit, down a little bit, up a little more. So then they kind of find, that balance, and prices can start building some type of floor. But if it just goes straight up, there's no floor. When the correction happens, the overbought territory just goes boom. And a lot of times lower than even where it started before. So with silver, breaking out of this 45-year cup and handle last year, and this was even posted November 30th, 2025. So this article that posted it June 17th, this was one of the first articles that really mentioned the 45-year cup and handle. They're even still mentioning it in November of 25. But this is when, in my opinion, silver broke out of the matrix. no longer held down by the $50 psychological price, no longer held down by the powers at be behind the scenes. Of course, they can still, have somewhat of an effect as prices, of course, right now are still down. But that, in my opinion, is when prices can do a lot more than just sitting at $20 and $30 as it always has. So that's an important thing, and it happened just about a year ago. So this week, I have a couple of compelling silver charts to share that indicate it could be poised for an historic breakout and impulsive run to all-time highs and beyond. It's just crazy to think they were right. The person that wrote this article last year, when he wrote this, he was right. The charts indicated that silver could be poised for an historic breakout and impulsive run to all-time highs and beyond. That is exactly what happened after he wrote this article. And this is why I kind of want to just show you guys, because then when we look at this 50-year coil, which has just sprung, puts things in perspective from more, from a macro, not just this immediate day-to-day, week-to-week, month-to-month perspective on silver's price and judging silver's price on what it is tomorrow or what it was a couple months ago. So the first is a quarterly bar chart that defines silver as a 45-year cup and handle pattern. Some of you have likely been following this pattern for many years, as the handle first began to become apparent when silver began bottoming a decade ago after collapsing from its 2011 high. What makes this chart worth pulling up now is we can finally say that the pattern is either complete or very nearly so. The long-awaited breakout, if this pattern is the real deal, should commence over the remainder of this year. He was spot on. Spot on. While the ultimate cup and handles measured into the multiple hundreds is indeed exciting for many veteran silver investors, I want you to note the orange resistance line in the cup and the orange resistance clone in the handle. In real time, the cup's orange resistance line would not have been clear until the final back test. I like this because everything he's saying, we already know it happened, so we can kind of just see, his thoughts and gauge. So, however, today, we have the benefit of history to see what happened following that backtest and how it might relate to the breakout from the handle's resistance clone. It is a breakout from that very line that may just as well have provided the energy for silver to finally escape its cup and handle this year. So yeah, I mean, it's just amazing. Like, look at this. As we prepare to close the mid-year, let's also take a look at silver's 6-month line chart. That should be immediately clear. Silver's currently well above its 6-month all-time high, closing at $34.65, exclamation point. Not the first. $34.65, exclamation. That is crazy, folks. See what I'm saying? Now we see 59 and we're like, but just a year ago, 34 was incredible. So for silver to really get going, it also needs to break out from its all-time resistance line, currently around 38, right? And then 50, I mean, that was the big number. Like, silver could never hit 50 again. If you talk to a lot of pessimistic people last year, or the people that always would even call like myself a silver pumper, anytime I would talk about $100 silver, those people, if you mentioned last year at this time, be like, silver could be above 50 next year at this time, they would look at you like you're some scammer, like some dumb idiot scammer, silver pumper. You don't know what you're talking about. That's not going to happen. It's going to be low 20s by next year, or maybe high 20s or low 30s if we get lucky. And anyone thinking otherwise is stupid. They've been in this market. They know better. That's just how it was. And now, now look what happened. But still, I have to keep reminding you guys, not you guys. I know you know what I'm talking about, but there are a lot of new people as well. Every time I say, like, you guys are looking at the price and you shouldn't be worried or any of that, I'm not talking to you specifically. I'm talking like the average audience that is maybe newer, or is newer in these markets, or is worried and got in from Bitcoin or something and maybe is second guessing themselves or on the fence or trying to learn about silver. A lot of you guys, I made a chart, or I made up a poll and asked you guys how long you've been stacking, and most of you guys has been over 10 years. And I think the second was like 5 to 8 years, something like that. There are some new people, but a lot of you are veteran stackers. So you guys know what I'm talking about, and I'm not speaking specifically to you when I mention a lot of this stuff. So anyways, yeah, certainly there's little doubt that the breakout from the 15-year bull pennant in 2023 was a huge milestone. And if there's enough fuel in the tank to take this to the $40 by year's end, we may be talking about the great silver breakout of 2025 for generations to come. If they only knew, not $40 by year end, it would be 125 in the beginning of the year. Like, who would have thought? It's just so crazy that that happened. So now, since we have some context, and now hopefully we ripped away any of, the justification, or not even that's not the right word, any of the bias, or any of, the people that are looking at silver from the point of view that I really hate happens, but it's natural. It's just human psychology. When prices are high, you feel good. When prices are low, you feel bad. And once you understand silver's true value, you're able to kind of step away from all of the worry and all that and see opportunity because you understand silver's true value. So the 50-year coil has sprung. Why this historic breakout is built to last decades, not months. Wall Street wants you shaken out. This engineered volatility is a deliberate trap designed to scare you away from history's greatest 50-year launch pad. Hold the line. So, Tin tweeted on June 20th, 8 days ago, silver in times of doubt, where every second internet guru is turning bearish. One must refocus on the longer-term technical setup. A 5-decade-long cup and handle breakout does not resolve itself in a few short months. The base indicates the upside, and we are just getting started. I agree. Silver broke out of the matrix. A market designed to shake you out. Silver investors are facing a familiar test of conviction as renewed volatility rattles confidence across the precious metal space. In recent months, a growing chorus of online commentators turned bearish, pointing towards short-term price weakness as evidence the rally's failed, right? That, I don't want to say too much, but anyways, yet the reaction may be exactly what the current environment is designed to provoke. Like Andy Schectman says, price is the greatest tool of misdirection. People are heavily misdirected from the price. The bigger picture, most are missing. From a macro standpoint, silver continues to sit within what many analysts describe as a multi-decade cup and handle formation stretching back roughly 50 years. Patterns of this scale do not resolve in a few short months, right? A few months in the red. They unfold over years, often punctuated by sharp corrections that serve to reset sentiment and shake out weaker hands. The base itself defines the upside, and by that measure, the move can only be getting started. So yeah. So to the dealer's expectations, what is this? So this is something from the major impact of private U.S. ownership according to limited official use. So this is page 2 of London something. So to the dealer's expectations will be the formation of a sizable gold futures market. Each of the dealers expressed the belief that the futures market would be of significant proportion and physical trading would be minuscule by comparison, and this is highlighted in red. Also expressed was the expectation that large volume futures dealing would create a highly volatile market. In turn, the volatile price movements would diminish the initial demand for physical holding and most likely negate long-term hoarding by U.S. citizens. Wow. So then you have the paper market versus physical reality. Today's silver market still reflects these dynamics. High volume derivatives trading amplify price swings, distort short-term signals, often masking underlying physical demand. This creates an environment where price action discourages participation even as long-term fundamentals quietly strengthen. And that's why everyone's still talking about the fundamentals are still there. The 6-year deficit, everything is still there. It's just the little things that are pushing and pulling prices to some, even, 59 is low, right? Like you can't say that 125 in January down to $59 in June isn't crazy. Like that is, people do have the justification to be like, dang, like silver fell hard, because it did, but still in the grand scheme of things, it was only 37 last year. So remember that too. So the real test of conviction. For long-term investors, the takeaway is straightforward. Volatility is the part of process, not proof of failure. In fact, it may be the very mechanism that clears the path for higher prices. Those focused only on short-term fluctuations risk missing the larger structural breakout that has been decades in the making. So yeah, great article. That's just kind of what I wanted to talk about today. Is silver still breaking out of the 50-year coil is sprung. Things are still looking up, and hopefully putting things in perspective from silver breaking out of the matrix last year around this time when it broke out of the 45-year cup and handle is something to keep in mind when looking at silver from a broader perspective. Anyways, folks, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe. I post every single day, sometimes twice a day. Lately, I've been posting 2 videos a day, just feeling extra creative and extra, I love doing this stuff. I love looking in this. I love thinking of new video ideas to come up with. I love thinking of new ways to bring you guys content about silver, or maybe, reach a new audience into silver, or find an angle that's interesting down the rabbit hole. And so, because, silver is so complex and the rabbit hole goes very deep. There's a lot of different ways you can approach making videos and making content besides just some silver forecast from Kitco. No, there's many different ways. For example, another video I'm working on, this is from silverwars.com. This is the military's involvement since 1792 all the way to November of 2025, and going over how the Coinage Act of Lyndon B. Johnson, 1965, how they stopped reporting in 2001 or 2002, the U.S. Geological Survey, Minerals Yearbook. There's a lot of involvement from the military, and this is just a lot of stuff that people don't know. This is a lot of, I think, what's happening right now. Andy Schechtman said he thinks that the real reason that silver is being so suppressed is because of the military-industrial complex. And like this website, which heavily goes into it, and it's more than just this timeline on this website. There's actual articles you guys can check out as well. Spacecraft CEOs should qualify silver thermal surfaces by the end of life. No Daisy Alpha goes in this. You can even click the critical bar right there, and then it goes into critical briefs of all this stuff revolving around silver. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that you can check out on this website. There's a news one where it shows all the news about silver that's going on. But yeah, anyways, folks, I'm gonna wrap this video up here. I got some more videos I will be making soon, so stay tuned. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.
The silver market moves fast, but prices move even faster. Subscribe to Silver Slayer for daily updates.